hope you're all great. I hope everything is fantastic. Okay, so we all know that actually there was an interview of this lady here, MK Party member, she doesn't want us to do that, right? Well, I'm saying that because she was asked that if the MK Party says you are a disgruntled member, what would you feel? You'd say she was saying, I'd be very disappointed. So it means she doesn't want us to view her as a disgruntled member, okay? But she had an interview talking about MK Party, talking about Mr. Hlophe, talking about a lot of things, okay? But obviously, as you all know, it's very important for the MK Party to respond. They took an interview at one of the mainstream media, okay? So they interviewed them. Now, I want us to listen to Mr. Ndlela, the spokesperson of the MK Party. First of all, as you can see, okay, from his face, he's not okay. He's not okay. I think he's angry. I think he's disappointed. I think even he's disappointed that he's here, actually. You know, by the facial expression, and you can tell that the tension, you know. I'm not a body language reader, but guys, come on, okay? Come on. Like when you look at the person, you can see that, my guy, you're not happy, my guy, you know, which is understandable. Because whatever they are going through, the MK Party, it's very, very difficult. It's a very difficult situation, especially with the accusations of the misconduct of the deputy president of the MK Party. It's a very serious thing, guys. This is not just a person, but he's a deputy president of the party. You know, accused of these accusations. Psst, it's a big thing. Big deal. That's why I don't think that's why I see his expressions, you know. And let's take a listen, and let's just listen to what actually it's going to be about. Let's go.
Party handling or addressing this matter that has been put forward by Ms. Phadi.
Well, I think let's start with the genesis of what led to where we're at. Mary Phadi is a leader at the time who was appointed by the national officials and more so also by President Zuma. And she was entrusted with a role of setting up the structures within Mpumalanga and also being the party leader in the legislature. It's unfortunate that at the time when the national officials wanted her to hand over the accounts of the legislature, that she totally refused to hand over the accounts. And the reason for the request to hand over the accounts is that as a party, we're putting in processes in place. We need to centralize all the accounts so as to ensure that we manage this organization professionally, as part of professionalizing it. Now, there were certain reports that came through from Mpumalanga that not only on the issue of, the financial misconduct, if we should say, there were also other issues of, her attending meetings, wielding guns, backed by goons in these meetings, and intimidating people. This is also something that we should note, that at one point she was arrested. If people don't know, Mary Phadi was arrested.
Yeah, she was arrested. Arrested for what? Guys, let me tell you something. Okay, I'm very sorry about this, but let me tell you something, guys. Don't look at the person from afar. Don't look at the person from a distance and just look at them and be like, especially if he's a lady, okay? Look at them and be like, he's a lady, sweet, sweet, nice. Let me tell you something. There are people who are very dangerous, okay? And you may not see them as dangerous because maybe of the agenda there. But I can tell you there are people who are dangerous and people who are very strong. That lady, you can tell she is very strong when it comes to taking on things, okay? You can tell when she speaks that actually she is sure of what she is doing. No wonder she was now Ndlela. If it's true though, remember, if it's true, no wonder Mr. Ndlela is talking about, you know, there was a time where she was arrested. You know, you can tell. Now, when I was watching the interview, the previous one with Miss Mary Phadi, and I was looking at her the way she speaks, I'm like, all right, this lady, guys, it seems like she's I don't know, she's got this thing of military stuff thing. I don't know. I'm just saying. Because the way now Mr. Ndlela saying some gun things, some arresting. Hi guys, come on. Really?
And the reason for her arrest was that, you know, she had made certain comments that were such that she wanted to get certain people assassinated. And the police got a hold of this information. There was recordings, and she was locked in.
Listen, I'm not saying he's right, because obviously she will come back and say, there's nothing like that, blah, blah, blah. Because now, what Mr. Ndlela is doing, it's going to make the media that is in to actually ask Mrs. Phadi to come back again, to actually speak on this thing. Because you can tell that these things are piling, guys, are piling. Now, if this is true, then it's a problem. You see? It is a problem. Hey, guys, I mean, I don't trust anyone, guys. I don't trust anyone.
I remember at one point, Mary Phadi called me because she was concerned that this was going to blow over into the media, and she wanted to know how she should handle it. I've got SMSs that can show that. So Mary Phadi must not be painted as a person who is innocent here.
So it's SMS plus SMS. This thing of SMSs. This thing of SMSs. And emojis. Emojis. Emojis and SMSs and messages on WhatsApp. More emoji. Emoji. Have you heard that at the tribunal? Emoji this, you send an emoji smiling, you send an emoji laugh. What is going on? Social media is destroying people.
Mary Phadi, in actual fact, was given an opportunity to make representations to the national leadership, of which she totally, again, denied to do so. She was given an opportunity. She was given an opportunity in light of those transgressions and her being in defiance to then step down. She didn't want to step down.
All right.
And we took a decision as national officials and the president to then terminate and to recall her. That's when then she obviously went to court. Now, leading up to that, the deputy president, alongside other leaders of the party, was sent there to deal with this crisis, even prior to her being terminated. And the report came back with recommendations, and those recommendations pointed to all these other things I've just mentioned, and even other things which I don't want to touch or get into because, you know, we're going through a process. And that report basically made a recommendation that she be terminated. And off the back of that, one thing that you should know is that as part of the analysis, the political analysis, the situational analysis in the province, the judge in this case with the team had to engage with two different factions, if you will, and hear both sides of the story. And you know, to consolidate and to stabilize the organization in the province, that recommendation was made, and that's it, and that's why we're here.
You've painted a picture of the internal dynamics within the MK, but as things stand, there is a very serious allegation leveled against the deputy leader of the party, and this is a matter that the general public of South Africa are going to be concerned about and want to know whether the party is addressing it, given the state of gender-based violence in South Africa. And so it's a matter that cannot be downplayed. So I'm going to ask you again, is the party dealing and addressing this matter in relation to Dr. Hlophe allegedly having sexually harassed Ms. Phadi?
You know, as you said it, this is a sensitive matter. And Mkhonto Wesizwe and the leadership, we take such matters very, very seriously. And in light of that, you know, it's sensitive both in terms of what you said, the challenges that we're faced with as a society, from a GBV perspective, but also sensitive politically, naturally, because as you said, this is the deputy president. So we need to look into that. We're taking this very seriously. Obviously, this is something that was brought forward off the back of what seemed to be a letter from her. I've never seen the actual letter or the confirmation that the president did receive this letter. You know, so one can also not confirm that it actually is a letter from her, even though she may say that this is what it is.
Well, she does state it.
Well,
for
yeah,
the record.
Well, I'm just saying
that
formally
it has been sent to.
No, formally
President
from our end, we haven't received that letter. Is what I'm saying. So we cannot be taking and responding to a letter that's just we've seen in social media. If that is the case, then we'll take this seriously. But I think going back to the seriousness of the issue, which we should not underplay, we take this matter very seriously, and we're going to look into it.
All right.
That's that.
Okay, first of all, not first of all, third of all, second of all, fourth of all, 10th of all, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, let's not be whatever. Obviously, we all know that this thing is very serious, especially with the sexual harassment thing. It's very serious. I don't think that we should take that for granted, you know? And I think actually they need to take a look at it very deeply. You know, if it has to go to court, let it go to court. At least people clear their name, people, you know, win if they win, lose if they lose, and because it's a serious thing. And if obviously they are going to take it for granted, obviously it's going to come back for them. It's going to come back to them very, very seriously, you know. So I'm happy that maybe, I don't know whether they are taking it seriously inside, or because you remember that when a person is speaking in front, especially spokespersons, they always have to be, you can even see when he speaks, he comes back again and says, let us come back to the seriousness, because he wants to make it clear that they take it very serious. Because otherwise, if they don't make that message up front, or make it very clear that they take it serious, some people, they might say, you are not even taking serious the sexual harassment thing, GPV and all of that, okay? So anyway, it seems like there is a fight in the MK party between the two. And I don't know, when it comes to the lady, I've always said, guys, you see, when she is fighting like this, she's fighting against the party, okay? It might seem as if you are fighting against individual, but I can tell you, because a lot of these people, members of the MK party, they like or love Mr. Dr. John Hlophe, okay? And when you are fighting against the party, it's like you're fighting all of them. You know, that is why I was like, there was a video I made where I was like saying, is it worth it though, you know? And I do understand with the sexual harassment thing, because it's very important, because GPV and stuff like that. Men of South Africa, I really want to appeal to all the men, guys, please, please, guys. I know that sometimes you are sitting there getting excited. You are thinking about this lady. Maybe this lady, you know, charmed you, whatever it is, okay? But please, guys, please. Can you just hold back a bit? Can you just hold yourself, please? Okay? Don't just text and text and text and text. You know? Think before you do things. That's why I made an example of saying, if you go for a lady, okay, you approach a lady, or there is a lady that you like, do it correctly. No, I'm not talking about lobolas and everything. I'm talking about when you approach this lady. Stop this thing of texting, because at the end of the day, when you are sitting there at your home alone, remember, alone, you are texting. And the more you are texting with this person, obviously, you get excited. And when you get excited, you all know what will happen, right? You start saying things, you end up sending pictures, even if they didn't ask you. But because you are excited and you are in that mood, you know, you end up sending things that you should not be sending, okay? That's why if there is a lady, for me, I would say, if there is a lady that you like, okay, just text them and say, okay, let's say you see somebody that you like, and maybe it happens that you get their numbers, okay? Obviously, when you approach the person, there's something that is going to tell you to say, listen, don't pursue, or this lady is not interested, okay? You will know. And if you don't know how to see, then you are in trouble, because you will go for every person, even the people that you see that you don't have a chance. and you will end up being in trouble because of that. Okay, you approach them, let's say you get their numbers. When you text them, don't sit there, text them the whole night. You will get excited. The next thing you're saying things there, blah, 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 texting, and then you end up sending pictures. All I'm saying is, man, please, let's hold ourselves, because this social media thing, this social media texting thing, okay, you must be very careful, because it might be against you as men. Because you guys, you like to get excited a lot, man. And you end up going to courts now. Your careers, they go down to drain just because of text, emojis. I'm making an example of the tribunal. Emojis. People are sending emojis. Yeah, you send this emoji smiling. Yeah, you send this emoji smiling. You send this emoji love emoji. You send an emoji running. You send an emoji. What is going on? Come on, guys. Come on. Hold yourself. Hold back. Okay? Hold back. One day, I will make a video about love, and about, you know, this thing of holding yourself. As a man, I know that, I remember watching Mr. Zuma speaking. I think he was addressing the people. He said, Agastandi is human. He doesn't like, what is it, a person who doesn't have a lady, sort of, okay? And I do understand where he comes from, because we all know the president, okay? President of the MK Party, we all know, okay? It's not a secret, all right? So, but you shouldn't be behaving like that, because he, on his side, we all know, guys, what is happening. We all know in the past, Mr. Zuma, we all know, guys, okay? So, that is why people like that, for me, I'm sorry, guys. When it comes to relationships, I don't listen to them. Totally. People who have been accused on certain things of women, I don't listen to them when it comes to relationships. As a man, I believe you do have an ability to hold yourself. Anyway, this is not about love. But anyway, guys, tell me what do you think about this. You can comment in the comment section and tell me what do you actually think and everything like that. You know, guys, I'm trying to do the streamings, the premium, what. Hey, I'm struggling, you know. I'm struggling because I don't know what to do, because it becomes difficult. The lagging, the network, the what. So sometimes I end up stopping, not doing them. But I think I must start try using the OBS, and maybe, just maybe, things will be okay. I don't know. I will try, you know, because I was using the StreamYard. Yeah, the network is just messed up, you know. It doesn't catch up with the network here. I don't know why. But thank you, guys. Please, guys, do me a favor. You can just like the video, subscribe to the channel, okay, if you are new, if you like the content, and also you can share, okay. The sharing, obviously, you can do it if you want other people, you know, too. But the most important thing is the liking, guys. Please, right? Please. Okay. And oh, by the way, guys, I do have some TikTok content like this one on TikTok. It's the same name on TikTok. You can check it in the description, or I will put it on the screen. Then you can go and check if you like TikTok. I'm there. Okay, I'm there. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your fantastic day. Sharp, have a good day.